So good afternoon, everybody. Respected Madam, Aba Ma'am, sorry for being a little late. Carmen, Claire, Aarti, and everybody who's sitting here. So nice to see all of you together. And my topic is the same, getting them all together. And it's a wonderful experience to be a part of any women's organization. And Madam, we like the podium also here because this is something which elevates our height. Otherwise, as women, we most of the times get hidden behind our laptop. So now our face is visible at least, and we are able to connect to to our audience also. So I'll be talking about Women Ophthalmologists Society of India. This is a society which started in 2015. This was the first meeting, and as they say, all big things start small. It was a small meeting conceived by 5 women, and there were 20 members who decided, let's all become members today, and let's start this Women Ophthalmologists Society. We also didn't know that it will become so big when we started, because it was taken up so well all over the country. In fact, as I always share, that a lot of time I keep getting awards which are actually awards for women, and I take it on their behalf. And one day somebody was announcing, and that person said that we are giving her an award because she started something which we also didn't know would become so big, and we never thought it will become big at all. And that was a man who was anti any women's organization when we started, but he said that but today this organization has taken over the whole country like a tsunami, and thus all women deserve this award. So now today we are 3,000 plus members, 22 state chapters in India, and we have had 8 annual conferences, and we do around 25 to 30 activities throughout the year. And these are not just CMEs and activities, but they are also in the form of various projects which help women ophthalmologists as per what their need is. So WOS is the Indian Society, and it is all about being different. And it works on the concept of givers gain, which means this concept is very, very deeply ingrained in every member of WOS, that the more we give, the more we get back. And you would not see this kind of an environment in any other non-women society. And we've seen this is the kind of environment we see in all women's organizations anywhere in the world. So all our activities are based on the concept of mentor-mentee program, which says that you are not alone in your professional journey. And this was the first survey that we did to find out what women ophthalmologists need from a society like WOS. And these are the top 3 things that they told us. One was skill enhancement, second was help in private practices, and the third was visibility in various national and international conferences. So that's when WOS started working on this, and this was the first mentorship program. We had 26 mentors, and they were men as well as women. And thereafter, there were a lot of speaker opportunities. And these are just photographs I'm going through, because these kind of activities are happening all over the country throughout the year. And there are a lot of first times, like first time ever, there was a mentored live surgery where the juniors were performing surgery and the seniors were mentoring them. So even the live surgery was mentored. And in fact, this is what I've always shared, that whenever there are live surgeries which happen commonly in all Indian conferences, we still find that if there are 20 men operating, 19 are men and only 1 may be a woman. And we've always tried to encourage live surgeries in WOS so that more women come up. And as they say that 50% of ophthalmologists today are women. So that's why we keep wondering in such sessions why they are not coming forward. Is it that the industry is not promoting them? Is it that is something that is stopping them themselves? But yes, the numbers are improving, and we are seeing the changes happening. And we have these Shark Tank-like sessions where we encourage our members to present newer ideas. Anybody who gets an international award, we have their sessions where they come and present their whatever for what they have been awarded. We have post-graduation sessions where we make them present. So it is all about building confidence, and all these activities have mostly first and second time presenters majorly, and at least more than 50% of the program is of first and second time presenters, so that they build their confidence and they start attending conferences, enhancing enhancing skills and start networking. So this was our annual conference in Varanasi. We thank our madam who made all the efforts to come there, and it became a memorable conference because of you, madam. And this was in 2024 in Delhi. And this, what I'm trying to show in these slides is that whatever sessions happen, they are very different from whatever you would normally see. There are a lot of them which are based on industry partnership. There are a lot of them which are based on enhancing surgical skills. A lot of them which are on various inspirational women, and they come and share their journeys. So that's how it is all formulated. Now, what we are doing currently is that at our state chapter level, we are doing WAS state chapter meets, and every year we will come out with certain requirements that women want. So our state chapter meets this year are focusing on skill enhancement, on quality, any aspect, with a special focus on infection control and on workplace challenges. And these state chapter meets we are doing this year. Till now we have done in bigger cities and metros, but we are doing in 2-tier and 3-tier cities also, so that everyone gets an opportunities. These are some of the examples: one meeting in Jabalpur, one meeting in Pune, and henceforth. Resident programs are also continuing this year. We have this project Archana, which is to deal with newer challenges of dissatisfied patients, angry patients, violent patients, and mobs. This is being looked after by a team led by Dr. Anjali Mehta from Delhi. And because these are a new subset of patients which we are all coming across, and this doesn't become a part of our curriculum. We have a project Shakti, which is being led by Dr. Jimmy Mittal from Lucknow, and this is to deal with workplace challenges, because we believe that unless and until we take care of our workplace challenges, there may be a small challenge, there may be a bigger challenge, unless and until we team up with our colleagues, we cannot perform better. Then there is a Women in Research or WINR group which is working, and for this we have our own WAS Ethics Committee. We have this website. We have this website enumerates the special calls for women researchers. We have these closed door meetings and Shark Tank like sessions. These were our initial 5 completed studies, and now there are more. We are working on the rare eye disease group, and for this we got support from Maria, and that's how we discussed with her. And now that we are into creating registries, we'll take more support from her. So we started a pilot with where there are registries on 10 rare eye diseases. On genetics, we felt, again, Maria, I would like to introduce you to this, that we felt that clinicians are not into genetics, and they always felt this is not for me. So we have created a new genetics brigade of 30 women in the last conference, where there are clinicians who are incorporating genetics into their practice, and they will be teaching more to get into it, so that we are able to make genetics as a part of our practices also. And we have this WINR wing also has this very interesting think tank sessions, which are like Shark Tank, and we had one 3 days back, where 15 new ideas were presented, and they were presented to an expert panel. In this, we make it a bridge between the industry, between the clinicians and the researchers. So when the idea is presented, the industry is also present, and whichever ideas they like, they select and take it for due diligence and to make it clinically translational and go through clinical trials, etc. So then there is an entrepreneur wings, which was launched last year under the leadership of Dr. Samina Zamindar, another very strong core member of WAS. And in this we are doing intraocular lens project, which is a Make in India project with 21 of our investigators. And we'll be setting up 5 dry eye clinics, 10 model contact lens clinics, and quality initiatives. So these, the idea of these model things is that our initial few members do this, learn how it is to be set up in the best possible manner with industry support, with WAS support, and then they teach it to others. And there's a lot of excitement about that. Just sharing how we went to Chennai to start this project. Thank you, Suguneshwari, for making this happen. Is she here? She must be somewhere. Yeah, we visited the factory of Appaswamy Associates, which is one of the largest factories here, and we saw how all the things are manufactured, and we were very intrigued by what was happening and how much quality control, how much good work is happening, and hence from each state level, we have 22 state chapters, women enrolled to get into this project where they are on a common, based on a common protocol. They are all implanting lenses, and it's a 2-month study where you can see how nicely they share all their photographs of what they have been doing. So this is a kind of a thing which builds up the whole atmosphere, and they will all collate their data, they will share their data, and they will become the new KOLs for the company, because we felt that when we saw literature, we found that women had less ties with the industry compared to men. So we thought this is a way in which our women would have ties with the industry, as well as if they like the results, they will promote it further. So similarly, 10 model eye clinics with Bausch & Lomb, where there was a training session, and then virtual training session, and after that physical training sessions at 10 places from some of our members and from all over India. And they are now they keep sharing their photographs, how they are setting up those model contact lens clinics, and once they have their success stories, they will share it with others and set up more. So that is kind of getting them into the commercials also, which is important because our branch is very finance intensive. And this is the WOS Care program. Dear Shweta is sitting here. She's, last 2 years, she's been trying to work on it because it's a difficult program, but now she has finally formulated the guidelines, and she has been able to manage to get some institutes enrolled, and for providing short-term trainings and fellowships for our members. And she has managed to get some sponsors also. So we are expecting it to launch it soon. And this is basic idea is that there will be short-term trainings and fellowships, so that because women find it many times difficult to go for long-term fellowships. And finally, before we end, I will just talk in brief about Women Ophthalmologists Worldwide. This was an association which was started in 2020. This was the first annual conference. Again, our madam is always our most special person in any women's related conference. And madam, this time we will take your promise prior only for this year. And then this is about the WOW Nepal chapter. This organization is a worldwide organization, so that we have connections between the countries also. And for this, we are soon planning to partner with women leaders in eye health. Claire is already there from Orbis, and this is the Nepal chapter launch with Dr. Ellie's effort. This was the Sri Lanka chapter launch with efforts from Dr. Pradeepa Sirivardhane, and this is about our last evening session of combined with Orbis Women Leaders Eye Health. So these are activities which should not be missed, because everywhere you go and learn something new, and you connect with new mentors, and if not mentors, new friends who are ready to support you in every manner. So that is what WOS is all about. The last slide about Mother Teresa, my favorite slide. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. So all these women here in WOS have actually cast all those stones, and that's how we became a tsunami. Thank you.
Yeah. So I would just say we are all here because of all this effort made by Dr. Mohita and Abba Ma'am's always encouragement, and also of the fact that now we have a WOS and now WOW session in international and national conferences. I think that's a great feat we've achieved. So, and we do make sense, and we can talk tall on